Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm Paul Gott. I am the Chief Operating Officer of Beelivery, and I'm here to introduce Beelivery to you this afternoon. We are the UK's leading rapid grocery delivery service. So when we say, the first thing I should say is I've got quite a lot of slides. There's a lot of data on these slides. I'm not going to be talking through all this data. It's just to indicate that we as a business are a digital platform. We collect data. We are a data business. So rapid grocery delivery market, that obviously a lot has been talked about this market over the last few years since COVID. COVID was a catalyst for changing and really growing the rapid grocery delivery market. And today it's about an $85 billion market, the food delivery app market. It's growing significantly still, so nearly 16% increase on 2022. And it's set the grocery segment of the food delivery app market is set to become the biggest segment, the biggest niche in the US. Okay, and because it's such a large and fast-growing market, it's attracted a lot of capital. And approximately $40 billion worth of capital has been invested into this marketplace since COVID. So it's a big, fast-growing market. But, and we've read a lot about this as well, is the market profitable? Has anybody found a way to make profit delivering groceries very quickly yet? And the answer to that, there's certainly lots of articles around profitability in the marketplace. The consensus tends to be that nobody yet has really found a way to make money in rapid grocery delivery. Certain businesses adjust their EBITDA just to say that they can be profitable, etc. But overall, The Grocer, don't know if anybody is familiar with The Grocer, is a trade magazine in the UK, produced an article recently, grocery delivery is not profitable. And it's easy to see why at the moment, when you've got the largest player in the UK in grocery delivery, Tesco, who will pick the order, pack it, deliver it in temperature controlled vans, and then make a substitution when customers complain that we've the wrong goods being delivered, and they do all this for a £2 fee. It's not hard to see why people are not making money on grocery delivery at the moment. And because of that, that is leading to market consolidation now, because investors are running out of patience. They've been looking at a roadmap to profitability for some time, and they are now running out of patience. So if you look again, these are just UK figures, but last year Getir lost 118 million on their UK operations. GoPuff, one of the very biggest players in the market, US-based business, lost 94 million in the UK, having invested 122. Everly, which is an Italian business, was valued at one point 450 million euro, has just been sold to one of its main investors for €1. So, because nobody has managed to find this roadmap to profitability yet, that's driving market consolidation and restructuring. So again, coming back to GoPuff, one of the large American players, they've just announced another recent cut to workforce in a bid to get cash flow positive. Foodora, I was talking to somebody about Foodora earlier today. takeaway giant leaves Denmark, and we see this being reported. Even the very large businesses are starting to pull back from the peripheral, smaller marketplaces now, because they just cannot continue to lose money at the rate that they have been doing so over the last few years. You might have, for those of you who come to London, know the business Gott. That's a big Turkish based business. They've announced recently that they are exiting Germany, UK, Netherlands, and Ocado, the big British business, recently announced that they'd acquired Gettier's customer base. Beelivery did bid for that business as well, but Ocado have got deeper pockets than we have, so they outbid us in that regard. And you see other restructuring. So Uber have recently announced they're buying Delivery Hero's Taiwanese business for $950 million. And that's just an indicator, as investors in the room, you know, one of the favourite questions is exit strategy. From a Beelivery perspective, you know, it is likely that we will be, you know, it will be a trade acquisition in terms of an exit strategy for the Beelivery business. So, big fast-growing market that's going through a lot of restructuring. That's a global marketplace. What about the UK? Well, we found a niche some time ago at the intersection between the convenience market and the online market. And we found that sweet spot where our unique business model, we believed we can make money. And we've done that, we've proven that over the last few years. So that's where we are focused. And it's the rural business. A lot of our competitors, you know, and I've had the questions on the stands today, which cities do you cover? You know, that's what everybody focuses on. Which cities are you covering? Is it the large cities? But actually the big opportunity for us and our unique model is the rural areas. We don't have any competition in the rural areas. Customers, we know a lot about our customers. We know more about their grocery shopping habits than they do because we're collecting the data. We know what they're looking at, we know what they're buying, and you know, the customer base is just typical of the UK general population. So every section, every sector of the UK population buys rapid grocery delivery services in some shape or form. And we also know that the consumer preference is moving more and more towards grocery delivery. So it was COVID that accelerated this change, that grew the market, but it's a long-term trend. Just in the same way that the supermarkets in the UK replaced the corner shops. There used to be a corner shop on every corner in the UK, but no longer because the supermarkets took over. Grocery delivery in the long term will replace and reshape the supermarkets and the hypermarkets. So, a little about us. We believe, the only truly profitable business model in grocery delivery. And you can see there, we've been consistently growing revenue and gross margin since 2017. We are a three-sided marketplace. We connect consumers who need groceries delivered quickly. With the UK's largest driver network, we've got over 100,000 registered drivers on our platform and 25,000 who are regular drivers for us. And we connect them to grocery outlets. So again, our business model is unique. We're not in agreement or a relationship with any grocery outlet, any chain. We can shop at any of the over 100,000 outlets in the UK that offer grocery products. And we offer a very simple, cost-effective customer journey. You know, the customers go onto our app or our website and place what their requirement is from over 5,500 SKUs listed on the platform. As soon as they've paid for that order on the website or the app, that's broadcast to the driver network, and generally within 2 minutes a driver has picked up, accepted that order, and is on his way to a shop to do the shopping to fulfill that order. Once he's been in the shop, he pays for the order with his own money and then delivers it to the customer address. And Beelivery then reimburse that driver within 10 minutes of that delivery. Okay, so it's a very simple journey. We've been doing this since 2015. Yazan and Lee, the founders of the business, put together this business model back in 2015. We know what works and what doesn't work. We've tried lots of different permutations since 2015. We've raised, it's been a bootstrap journey, most of it, but after COVID, we did a seed round where we raised 4.5 million from Greenbank Capital, a Canadian investment bank, and UK Ventures. And we've just started our Series A fundraising, and we've already secured a follow-on investment from UK Ventures of 1.2 million as a follow-on investment. So, in terms of this journey, we can say, you know, the title slide said we are the leading UK grocery delivery service. And that's because we are outperforming. You know, when you're talking about rapid service, well, obviously one metric is speed of delivery. And on average, we will be on a customer's doorstep with the goods 46 minutes after the customer has placed the order. Now, if for those of you who live in London, you might not be too impressed by that, because you've seen lots of adverts saying, hey, we'll be there in 15 minutes, or we'll be there in 20 minutes. And of course, in London, we are. You know, the 46 minutes is the average across the whole of the UK. We cover 94% of UK households. Nobody, no competitor is even close to us in that regard. The biggest business in UK grocery is Tesco, and they can't deliver same day to over half of UK households. And we're available 24/7, 365. So our business model is really outperforming. And because of that, customers love us. You know, we've got by far the best rating on Trustpilot, with, you know, we're the only 4.5-star rated business in the industry. And because customers love us, that's delivered exponential growth. We've grown the business 5-fold over the last few years in terms of orders, customer numbers, order value. And when you look at the competitor landscape, you'll have seen a lot in the news recently about this company leaving the market, that company leaving the market. We look at the market in different verticals. So we believe that we are a personal shopping service. That's why customers come to us, for that personalised shopping services. The other verticals, of course, are businesses like Ocado, an online supermarket, GoPuff Get Here with their dark store model. That's an asset heavy model. You know, we are an asset light model. That's why we've been able to achieve profitability. And of course, there are the well-known food delivery apps, Uber Eats, Just Eat, Deliveroo, etc., that are coming into the grocery space and trying to adapt their business model to deliver groceries, as well as high margin takeaway food. But we believe we are uniquely positioned when you map speed of delivery versus geographical coverage. We don't have any direct competitors. You know, so we're in a unique place, a unique position in the UK where we have no competition in rural areas. Outside the major cities, and even the major cities our competitors are pulling back from. You know, we have no competition. We have more products available than our competitors. You know, our competitors offer generally a very limited range of product. And here we've got, you know, the top 80 products that Beelivery sell. And nobody else offers that same top selling 80. When you look at the driver network, and this is the real competitive advantage, we've got the largest driver network in the UK. We've built the relationship with our driver network since 2015. We've been building up that network, and we've got a core of very loyal, very committed drivers and personal shoppers in the UK. That's very important because you might have seen that there's a lot of changes to European Union regulation in terms of gig economy workers. But we've done a lot of work in this area, and we know we've got a very robust network that's regulatory compliant. But of course, we'll go back to where we started. We are a technology business. And we've built a fully bespoke, end-to-end proprietary business model. So we're not reliant on any third-party software providers. This is all, our technology is all in-house. That enables us to do some very, very clever work in terms of pricing. So we have a dynamic pricing model. We charge our customers different prices for different times of day, different days of week, different areas, etc. So this is at the heart of our profitability. We've got better margins than anybody else in the business because of the data that we're collecting and managing in terms of customer pricing and the prices that we pay our driver network. It's a core strength that we have. The tech team do a lot of wonderful work in terms of engaging the driver network. We've spent a lot of time developing the driver app and introducing things like gamification. In terms of fulfillment, you know, we're using artificial intelligence, machine learning. I know these are all buzzwords at the moment, but we've been working on this for a very long time to improve our fulfillment and improve the service to the customer. And data scientists, artificial intelligence specialists, machine learning specialists are in short supply. So we've worked with the National Innovation Centre for Data. That's a UK government organisation, the leader in the UK in terms of AI and machine learning, to build our technology. We've been working in partnership with them. And we've got a good tech roadmap driving our sales growth, improving the efficiencies, and it's a continuing journey that we are focused upon. If we look at the opportunities now, you know, it's 4 years since COVID, and we've continued to focus on building our business in the UK, whereas some others have been doing land grab overseas. Let's expand and expand and expand and stretch ourselves. We focused on building the best model that we can in the UK. And now we're ready to take the next step in the development of the business. So we believe today, still a relatively small business, only 10 million GMV, but we've built a roadmap. We've got a clear roadmap to 250 million GMV by 2027, focused on taking our very successful business model and now going overseas with it. So we've built the platform. It's very easy to scale for us in terms of overseas markets. So we've tested out our foreign currency transaction systems, etc., by launching into Ireland. And then later this year, we're going to enter the big market, the US. That's the biggest homogeneous market for grocery delivery. So we'll be launching in the US probably in September this year. So huge opportunity for us. We've done a lot of work in terms of understanding the market in the US, and we know, just as in the UK, we've got very, very limited competition outside the main cities in the US. We've had to punch above our weight in terms of promotional opportunities, so we've built relationships with the major film studios to launch promotional. Garfield's our latest promotional campaign. We've done Minions and Transformers and Gran Turismo before. There are lots of other opportunities here, but I've got a sense I'm running out of time. Why invest now? We're in a unique position with very limited competition. Okay, we've got a very experienced entrepreneurial team, and we're just launching a £1.2 million UK TV campaign. Thank you very much for your time, guys.